This is Satisfactory. I'm Luchara, and the plan for tonight is to build a motor factory right up here. We got some iron here, we got some more iron back there, some copper back there, we got coal down here. We're going to bring it all up, we're going to combine it to make rotors, to make stators, we're going to turn them into motors, we're going to belt them back to our factory, which you can see off in the distance there, and then we're going to turn them into turbo motors. I'm sure probably do other things as well. Oh, see there, you see the coal there. Yeah, I'm sure they'll do some other things, and that's also cool. Like circuit board production needs to be ramped up. Seaguns might need a hand with his nuclear setup. I'm not sure what Purple will get into, what kind of trouble he'll be up to tonight. But yeah, we're gonna get some stuff done. We're gonna keep closing in on the end game. I was gonna say late game, but we're already late game. Yeah, that's the plan. I'll be back with hopefully a nice little motor factory, at least partially set up here. So I'll see you soon. All right, so quick update on the motor factory. Well, first of all, somebody changed the color scheme of our stuff. It's now like blue with black. I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like the black. Especially on like these foundries. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm still missing belts and stuff. I haven't really got this done yet, but I did, I have made a plan. I'm not going to use this alternate. I'm going to use this alternate, obviously. So just be simple, just copper wire, steel pipes, easy peasy. But actually, I should have left that out. I am going to use one alternate though. I'm going to use this alternate. Gets me a lot more wire out of my copper. So I can use that Deuterium node right there for that. So that's the plan. I'll just show you what I have so far. Basically, I have the smelters down. So that's going to be the Deuterium. That's going to be the copper. Then iron, iron, iron. Then the iron ingots and the coal will come over here. We got 3 rows of foundries. Oh, I ran out of power. Anyway, got 3 rows of foundries. We'll make the steel. And then we'll bring the steel out here. Turn them into steel pipes. Bring the copper out here. Turn them into copper wire. And then we'll bring both out here. Make rotors and stators and turn them into motors. I forget the exact math I had, but I think I'm looking at 70 motors per minute, I think it was, which is pretty good if you ask me. So that's how I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep working away at that. Oh, I still need to bring the stuff into the products. I have the belts somewhere right there, I think. I got 2 iron and or right there, 2 iron and the copper, or there. I don't know, somewhere. Regardless, I'll bring it in. So I'll be back with an update probably when this is pretty much done. All right, got all the belt work done. We have all the raw materials coming in. So that's copper on top, 2 iron coming in from over there, iron in there, iron in there. 3rd row of iron smelters coming from this miner. Copper's coming down over there. The belt looks empty just because the belt's really fast. We're actually getting like 240 per minute, which is what we need for the smelters. Deuterium's already backed up, but I hooked that miner up first, so that's kind of why. Hello, train. And then the iron ingots go over here, where they join up with the coal that's being lifted up from down there, like that. Oh, I almost died because of not having power because of the hover pack. Yeah, so we're making a bunch of steel. Too much for one belt. I think we're making 1080 steel per minute, which is more than one belt can handle. So we're gonna have 2 belts for steel. That's fine. So we're gonna turn these into pipes. We're gonna turn copper and deuterium into wire, and then we're going to turn them into rotors and stators, and turn them into motors, and then we're going to ship them back over that way, somewhere, base there, or maybe to the aluminum area. I'm not sure yet, but either way, we're going to turn them into turbo motors is the plan. I'll be back when I'm a little closer to that. All right, making some good progress on the motors here. So this is all starting from this row. It's all steel pipes. It's I think 720 steel pipes per minute. So that does fit on one belt. So we got one belt coming in here. And then all these assemblers are to make the copper wire with the alt that uses Caterium ingots as well as copper. That's why we have both coming in. Wow, are we bringing in enough Caterium? Yeah, I guess it's just working its way down because those machines are backed up. Because it only uses very little Caterium, 3 per minute, right? So it's fine. Anyway, problem is, don't really have much space left on our platform that we built, right? Very, very little. So I think I'm going to have to take them up here, I guess, and build another little factory out in this little area. I don't know. That seems like my best option. Let's just put these on. So yeah, I can put another ramp down as well. Like a side by side if I need the space. Or I could probably just stack them. It's going to be 4 total belts. 3 belts of copper wire, because we're bringing in so much, we need 3 belts. Can't put it on one. And 1 belt of steel pipes. But I can probably just build it right in here. Do the rotor stators right in here, and then the motors, and then I mean we're right at base. We're right at storage, right? So it's kind of, I don't know, that makes sense to me. I don't know where else to really do it. I mean, could do it. Yeah, I don't know. No, I think I'll do it there. Maybe below. I guess I could just do a floor above as well. No, you know what? I think I'll do a floor above. I'll just add a floor here. That actually makes more sense. Let's be real. Be real, Luch. Probably a lot easier to build an extra floor than it is to bring everything way the heck up there. Alright, so I'm going to build this extra floor. See how much space I need. Figure out exactly how many assemblers I'm going to need. And I'll go from there. I'll be back with an update soon. Alright. I regret everything. I don't know why I thought in my head that it'd be a good idea to build a motor factory that was 70 motors per minute. I'm pretty sure we're not going to need 70 motors per minute. So, and it's not even done. This is just the rotors and stators. I still have to make the motors. But I have regrets. So yeah, everything's coming up. Everything's powered. I just got to turn them into motors now. This project's getting the best of me. And I kind of have a regret. I merged all the pipes on the one line. Now I'm splitting them off. But what's going to happen? And I mean, it will eventually correct itself. Oh, autosave lag. I apologize. It will eventually correct itself. But what's going to happen is these 2 lines here are going to get the majority of the pipes, right? And then these 2, and then the fire 2. But these are not, you know, this one's stators, this one's rotors, or vice versa. I forget. So at least it's not like just all rotors here. You know what I mean? So I'm going to have to merge some lines together. And 14 assemblers to make motors is the plan. And this project will be done mercifully. Well, still have to get them back to base, but that might be a future Luchara problem. Alright, I'm going to get the motors made at least, though. I will be back. Alright, 70 motors per minute. Ready to go. Just got to hook up this one power line. That should do it. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh my god, this was a lot of work. I regret everything. I mean, if we end up using 70 motors per minute, fine. No regrets whatsoever. I just find it hard to believe that that's going to be the case. Anyway, we're just throwing it into storage for now. We will do something with them eventually. This doesn't feel like 70 per minute. The machines at the end probably aren't getting materials yet. Anyway, 70 motors per minute. Done. Next, we got to figure out turbo motors. That is a problem for future Luchara. No, it's not. It's a problem for current Luchara. So I'm gonna take a look at that, and I'll be back. I'm just glad this one's done. That kind of sucked. All right, so I finally got around to doing a project that I've been planning to do for quite some time, and that is increase circuit board production. So we are using this silicon circuit board alternate. It takes copper sheets and silica. Like, I don't know, close to a week ago, Purple increased production of both of these things with the intention of more circuit boards, and I told him I would do the circuit boards, and I just forgot to get around to it. So basically, I just mirrored it. So I doubled the production. Nothing fancy, just split it off, bring it around, down, in, goes into the same output line. Boom. So now we are making, what do we got here? 6, 12. So 25 times 6, we're making 150 circuit boards per minute. That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot of circuit boards. I feel like we should be good in circuit boards for quite some time. Anyway, I'm going to go check out Seaguns' nuclear setup. Just take a look at it. He's not on yet. When he is, maybe I'll get him to show me exactly how it works. But yeah, I'll be back. All right. Purple handcrafted some turbo motors, as you can see in the top right corner. We are ready. This is the last milestone. This is it. No more milestones. Pop. Done. All right, so what did we get with that milestone?
Milestone reached. The particle accelerator.
Oh, that's all this scary things. Particle accelerators.
Such as recycling.
Yeah. How do we even make that? Is the question. Let's go on the roof and see if we can make one of those. Probably not, but you never know. No. Heck no. I wonder what is going on. Oh, Purple has a factory card. Had a factory card. All right, so I'm gonna have to. So what do we all need for that? Radio control units. Those rods. Supercomputers. Cooling units. Fuse frames. Turbo motors. Oh my god. That's yeah. All right. I mean, we have 3 of those things automated already. We have the supercomputers, we have the cooling units, we have the fuse frames. Working on radio control units. Seaguns is automating crystal oscillators right now, and once he gets that, I can make the radio control units. And once we get the radio control units, we can make the turbo motors. Right? Actually, no. I guess we're automating 4 of those 6 things. We're automating those rods as well. Right? I think somewhere. I'll have to check with the guys, but I'm pretty sure we are somewhere. All right, so yeah, the end is in sight, somewhat, kind of, not really, but yeah, I'm gonna go check with the guys. Seaguns is setting up the crystal oscillators here. You can see. All right, I'll be back. All right, so we got a particle accelerator down, and this is a beast. This is not a small machine by any stretch. Looks like 2 input belts, 1 input pipe. It can only make 2 things: plutonium pellet, which is the thing that Seaguns is going to use to get rid of the uranium waste. You can turn it into these pellets, and you can sink those, I believe, or reuse them. I'm not sure. At any rate, it gets rid of the waste. That I know. And then this nuclear pasta, which is copper powder, which I believe is just, that's easy to make. That's just copper ingots, and pressure conversion cubes, which I'm not sure how to make those off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's not easy. I think it's fuse. Oh, yeah, it's fuse modular frames and radio control units. Okay, awesome. Radio control units are going to be automated very soon, though. Here comes nuclear pasta. Nuclear pasta is one of the things you need for the space elevator final stage to be employee of the planet, aka for us, that's where we're going to stop. We're going to get that. We're going to call that a win. So we need 1,000 of those. We need 1,000 of these, which need those things that we already have automated but is tore down. Turbo motors, those cooling units, fuse frames. So we're going to need more cooling units. We're going to need more fuse frames. We're going to need turbo motors. We're going to need batteries, those rods, framework, because we need 4,000 of these supercomputers. Yeah. So our work is oh hey, look, it doesn't work. Our work is cut out for us, but we know what we're up against now. You know what I mean? We have everything. We just got to get it going, basically. But yeah, this little production line, it's all tore down. Probably gonna have to reset this back up at some point, I imagine. Yeah. Anyway, it's all good. I'm gonna go automate radio control units. We still got to take a tour of Seaguns Nuclear facility. We will try to do both of those things tonight at the very least. I'm not sure if we're going to get anything else done, but we will try. I'll be back. All right, so we got some additional automation going. We finally did crystal oscillators. We could have done this like 2 weeks ago, but we didn't really need them till now. So I think we got 4 machines. Yeah, 4 machines. And it's not pretty. It's a spaghetti mess. I apologize. It is what it is. We're not very good at this game, okay? Cut us some slack. So 3 of them I got going over there for my radio control units. Excuse me. Seaguns is using the other one for beacons and then he's storing the other one. So basically, he needs the oscillators and the beacons for part of his nuclear process, I believe. So yeah, so obviously he needs to put a merger here, and then I think he's gonna fly them in a drone. Maybe he's gonna go up through the ceiling there. Yeah, he needs to fly them in a drone to his nuclear setup. And then I'm taking the other 3 crystal oscillators, combining with computers and aluminum casing, which I did a really rush job of bringing over from the aluminum area. Just kind of ran it up here by the hypertube. Yeah, it works. Nothing in our game is pretty anymore, but it works. So we got 3 of these, so we are making 7.5 radio control units per minute. But we need radio control units for turbo motors, and I forget one of the other things I was just looking at. So we're going to need probably more than this. So, yeah. So probably need more of everything. I don't know. We'll see. 7.5 might be enough. It's just those things that we needed 4,000 of that scare me, right? Like, this one I think you only need 1,000. But it's probably the scariest one, right? Like, 1 turbo motor, 2.5 modular engines, 3 cooling systems, and 1 fuse modular frame per minute. You need 1,000 of those, I think. Or is this one of the 4,000s? I forget. I'll have to check. This is definitely one of the 4,000s. But this isn't too bad, I don't think. But I know, see, I don't know. Depends how many batteries the drones eat up, right? I don't know if we have enough batteries. I know we have a fair bit of batteries, but we'll have to see. I'll have to check with Seaguns on that. But, yeah. Anyway, that's where we're at. We finally have radio control units. They're just going in storage for now. So obviously it hasn't been running for very long. But they are going to get made into turbo motors. But we also need... Well, we need motors, obviously. The problem is the cooling systems are still over there. I probably should have done a stack belt and brought cooling systems over as well. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the logistics of it. It's gonna suck, no matter what. That's the bottom line. All right, I'll be back. All right, so step 1 of Seaguns Nuclear is the roof of our base. Actually, he's got oh, drone is flying away. Let's take a look at this drone as it takes off. So he's got the beacons, the crystal oscillators, and those fuel rods coming up here, and then the drone's gonna fly it over to his nuclear setup, I believe is the plan. Look at it go. No, it's not going. It's just standing there. There it goes. How fast are they, I wonder? It's the first time I've seen the drone fly. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, that's ripping. I assume it's going to get a battery? Yeah. So it must be going to get a battery there, and then it'll head out to the nuclear setup, I assume. Quite a sunrise we have this morning. All right, so that's step 1. Now we're going to head to the actual nuclear site and take a look at that. All right, so I'm over at the nuclear site. There is our reactors, but before that, he's making some concrete on site here. Concrete is one of the things he needs. He's got some sulfur coming in. He's got some encased industrial beams coming in. I believe that top belt will be the stuff coming from base there, the beacons, crystal oscillators, and fuel rods, I believe is what he said. So everything comes over here. This refinery is making sulfuric acid. I think actually these two refineries are set to make sulfuric acid, which then comes over here to this blender where, oh, so yeah, so this drone port brings in uranium. So the uranium mixes with the concrete and sulfuric acid, makes encased uranium cells and sulfuric acid, but I guess he just probably is just putting that back in, I assume, because it's way less than what it uses. I think this blender's doing the same. Yeah. So then the uranium stuff comes over here to the manufacturer, the encased uranium cells, mixes with the control rods and the crystal oscillators and the beacons, makes 0.6 per minute uranium fuel rods. So each of these reactors use 0.2 per minute. So this feeds all three. And then he also has a second one set up over here. But this is the alternate recipe that only does 0.4 per minute. It doesn't need the beacons or the oscillators. Instead, he uses case industrial beams. This is why he's bringing these in. So it feeds those two evenly. So that's a lot of power. And the reason why he's doing 3 and 2 for 5 instead of doing like 3 and 3 is he said it's easier to balance the waste with this. Like, I don't know. I'm not the nuclear guy. Seaguns has been doing all the ratios and everything. But he said that is why he has it set up like this. So he says he needs to bring the water up from below still. And then actually bring the uranium in and it's ready to go. We also need to plan for the waste. So basically nuclear waste is radioactive. It kills you if you're near it. So what you can do is, what we're going to do is we're going to take a drone, store it, I don't know, somewhere, wherever, out of the way, right? But there is recipes that let you rework the nuclear waste, which we just got with that last milestone. So I think we're going to set up the power just to get it going, because our power systems are kind of stressed right now a little bit. Well, I guess we're not doing too bad right now because our oil, we got to be careful with the oil because we're making too much rubber and plastic, and when those back up, the byproducts from rubber and plastic we're turning into fuel to make into power. So when those back up, we get less power, right? But our max is still way over our production, so we got to be careful, right? So if he turns the nuclear on and we just deal with the waste for a bit, and then he can add in the alternates to get rid of the waste, is more of a long-term thing, is what we're thinking. But I mean, we're probably going to be done in, I don't know, within the week, I imagine. I would think. 'Cause like I said, we're just going to do that final space elevator thing, and then that'll be it for this playthrough. I'm sure we're going to play it again once like the full 1.0, or maybe just even the next update comes out. But anyway, so that's where we're at. This is the nuclear setup. Yeah, looks good. But I think that's going to be all for this video. We got quite a bit done. Well, yeah, we did. That motor factory kind of broke me mentally, I'm going to be honest. But it's done now. And it's way more than we'll ever need because, you know, I don't know why I decided to do too much, but I did. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on Twitter. Join my Discord. Be good to each other. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next one.